Kaniswa on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
First of all, you know it's not the same. White women bleaching their hair or straightening their hair is not the same as what we do. And I'm going to go there. So I know the sister's going to pretend they don't understand what I'm saying. This woman talked about how she had a head full of natural hair. Most black women do not have long hair. They do not have long natural hair. Black hair does not grow. It does not grow at the same speed as other races. If you are one of the unicorns where you can cut your hair one day and in 2 months or 3 months you got inches, you know you're a rare breed. When we cut our hair, that's it. It's going to take a little while for it to grow. Damage or undamaged. Drinking water or not drinking water. Why do you think one of the major ways to make money is to sell black women growth oils? Even from Madam C.J. Walker to right now, you want to make a quick buck, sell a growth oil. Our hair does not grow like that. It doesn't. And I'm going to go here. I do not look feminine with natural hair. Then coupled with the fact that the hair doesn't grow as fast, no. Some women have the confidence, they have the beauty to be able to pull off a short natural. I do not. And I think most black women do not. They do not. And for a lot of, I know me, I feel prettier with wigs or straight hair. I feel prettier. I feel more feminine with hair, wearing hair that mimics another race of people. And I know that's a shame. And I know that's some internalized self-hate. But listen, my eyes aren't fooling me. I don't look that good in any style. But definitely when my hair looks what it looks like, natural. You know how some men, black men, they like a woman natural in theory. But if you put her side by side with a woman with a wig, they would choose a woman with a wig. I think a lot of black women are on that type of tip. We like our hair natural in theory. You know, we should like it in theory. We like it better on somebody else, but when it comes to us, we do not look feminine. You know, we do not look we do not look pretty. And the black community knows that we have those self-esteem issues. The black men and black women, they know we have these insecurities around our hair. And instead of letting us be great, what do? Taunt and pick, and knowing everything that we're going through. Knowing that for real, I don't want to wear straight. I don't want to wear straight hair. But I don't look good with my natural hair. And the natural wigs, they look like, you know, who done it and why. I'm not trying to go to work looking like Mufasa. So I'm sorry if I let the cat out of the bag and I explain too much, but this is it. And y'all need to stop. Listen, it'll never change. It'll never change. Okay? So y'all can harass us. You can belittle us. You can talk about the hard wig versus the soft wig, X, Y, and Z. We don't care. We don't care. Y'all can put it to bed. The black community thrives off of abuse. The black community thrives off of abuse and trauma. Okay? And so, you know, it is what it is.
All right, guys, so you've seen the clips at the beginning of this video, so you already know what it's about. It's all about the kinks, the coils, and the curls. And me, I'm one black girl that definitely has them. So I want to talk to you guys today about natural hair, yes. But before we just jump straight to the video that just played, let me talk to you about my natural hair journey. Okay, guys, so my mom and my godmother, shout out to the two of them, they decided when I was about, I think I might have been about 6 or 5 years old, they decided, whatever it was a very, very young age, to put a relaxer in my hair. They decided to put a relaxer in my hair because they didn't really want to deal with having to maintain and manage my natural hair. So I, clearly got the relaxer. I maintained my relaxer from just let's say from the age of 5 stretching all the way up until I graduated from from the age of 5, stretching all the way up until my very, very first year in college. So that was around the time when I moved down here to Oviedo. And that should have been maybe about 2013, I think. Yeah, 2013. And prior to that, I would always watch, she's a notable YouTuber, her name is Atia. So at that time, I still had a relaxer in my hair, but I was watching Atia, and she really kind of opened my eyes to not necessarily natural hair at the time, because Atia still had a relaxer, and I did too. So, but she opened my eyes to getting yourself on a regimen and taking care of your hair, using quality products. And anybody remembers Atia from back in the day, Atia was very strong with using Affigy. So I would go to Sally's, I would save my little money and get my little Affigy shampoos, conditioners and stuff. And I was determined to really take pride in my hair at the time. But I began to kind of see like resistance with that, because I still had the relaxer clearly in my head. So once after I graduated from high school and I got my last sew-in done, I remember that, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna let this sew-in stay in, and I'm gonna let this hair grow out. I'm gonna let my roots just take over. That last sew-in got put in, and it stayed in for, normally I would leave at the time I would leave my sew-ins for about 2 to 3 months. I left that sew-in in for about 4 to 5. Now, any hairstyles will tell you that is a big no-no, but I did it. And when I took that sew-in out, I saw where the natural hair met the relaxed hair. I looked at my relaxed hair and was disgusted, because I'm looking at this natural hair that's nice and thick and curly. It had curl and kink, and I was just like, wow, because I saw baby pictures of me when I was young, and I saw somewhat of my natural texture hair, but seeing it on the picture and actually it being on your head and dealing in it and dealing with it, that's a whole nother ball game. And I remember when I decided to officially big chop. So I tried to sit in the mirror and big chop myself, but I didn't know what I was doing. So clear the hat, I went and got my mom, and she just cut all the relaxed ends off. Prior to that, I stayed in the transition for about another 3 months, but I was straightening my natural hair to blend in with my relaxed hair, which was a big no-no. I do regret that, but thank God I didn't damage my natural hair. To be honest, I was letting my mother straighten it, and my mother, she old school, so when she straightened hair, she putting a hot comb on the stove. Wasn't no flat irons with her. So when she was straightening it, and then I would go to school, go to church, yada yada yada. Yeah, that was a while ago. But yeah, I would do that. And then eventually, like I said, my mother ended up big chopping my hair for me. She cut all the relaxed out. And then, this is something that's so important for girls. Like they say, when you go natural, you need to have your hairstyles together, because you're being introduced to a different texture of hair, and you're not going to know what to do with it. And that was the thing with me, which led me to have a lot of setbacks, because I was in there doing stuff to it that I didn't know what I was doing. I was causing a lot of breakage to it. I didn't know how to properly hydrate it. I was just lost. And once again, I didn't have my hairstyles together. So I went and I just said, I gotta get a wig. I gotta get a wig. Even if it's a half of a wig, I gotta get a wig. And I used to start wearing wigs to school. At Full Sail University, they would see me on campus. A lot of people thought that the wigs were my actual hair, but they weren't. Yeah, I remember like being introduced to my natural hair, and I was just like, wow. And it was so much to learn, and in the learning process of it, I was so tempted to go to the store and get a relaxer and put that relaxer in. I was so tempted, but I said, no, we're gonna tough it out, we're gonna get through this. And I'm here, I'm still natural. I have had a few setbacks, but I'm not going back to no relaxer. I'm just not doing that. That ain't for me no more. I'm not doing that. I've been natural for a while now, and I love it. I know now. Had I known the things that I know now, had I known it when I big chopped my hair, maybe y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing right now. But it's true. For any of my girl black women out there, you want to go natural, have your hairstyles together, research other natural hair girls, pay attention, love on your natural hair. So now, that's a bit of my natural kinky curly girl hair journey. This video with this lady is crazy. This woman, I can definitely see she has a lot of trauma. She has a lot of trauma, loads of trauma. I'm not a doctor, but my recommendation would definitely be therapy for her. Affirmations, specifically in regards to hair. This woman has made it very clear that black women are not beautiful with natural hair. We're very masculine. Or as, who is it? They used to say masculina. We're masculina with the natural hair. And that is so far from the truth. At this point in time, I feel like we need to really focus on, yes, continuously to build ourselves up, but also the younger girls. If you got nieces, you got little sisters, young female cousins, we also need to focus on building them up, letting them know that this hair that grows from your scalp is beautiful. You just need to learn how to take care of it so it can flourish and be in its full glory. And then also reminding them you were made in God's image. With that being said, the Bible does say Jesus had hair like wool. Our hair is like wool. And our hair is so amazing. It is so beautiful. It is so versatile. Our natural hair, these kinks and these coils, honestly hold hairstyles 10 times better than straight hair. I mean, our hair, and especially when we wear our hair in a lot of our African tribal hairstyles, the beauty that comes, it is so amazing. True black girl magic. This lady, I just feel like she has a lot of trauma. And the black community, we do, but, and I saw pictures of this woman. She has beautiful African features. Beautiful African features that some people of some races go to plastic surgeons and pay for. Okay. The comment she made about natural wigs. Guys, I love a natural wig. Oh, natural wigs, natural hair weave, anything that looks like our hair. Oh my God, I have a weakness for those. I've been buying a few natural hair wigs and stuff like that. And to be honest, I prefer the natural looking wigs over the straight over the straight and the wave and the, you know, the body waves and stuff like that. I prefer the natural stuff. Now granted, I'm a musician, entertainer, model, the whole nine. And yes, guys, sometimes when you see my music videos and stuff, I sometimes do wear straight hair, straight wigs and stuff like that. I I do believe in versatile. You know, sometimes wearing straight, sometimes being natural. I believe in versatile, which I do believe a lot of black girls, we do. We're very versatile. But I do have a passion for kinky, curly, coily, natural, nappy hair, as we like to say. Okay, so another big thing with natural hair is that you have to really understand the porosity of our hair. If you understand the porosity of our hair, then you will really know how to take care of it. What is porosity, for those who don't know? Porosity is the measurement of the hair's ability to absorb and hold moisture. Hair porosity is based upon genetics, but it can be altered by chemical processing and heat damage. So too much use of heat, if you're low porosity, you can become high porosity, and I've even seen people do that through chemical processing, like hair color. Something that we've been conditioned in the black community is black women. No, don't cut it, don't cut it. That's length. Honey, split ends, dead ends are not length. When you go to your beauticians, do not fuss with them. Do not fight with them. Let them cut anything dead, anything split, anything that's just those frilly looking ends and stuff. Cut that mess off, because it's not serving you. It is not serving you at all. It's gonna cause honestly more harm than good, because as we all know, split ends, if not taken care of, they will split all the way up the shaft of the body of the hair. Another huge thing outside of trimming is nourishing the hair follicle. With our hair, when we nourish our hair follicle, that will promote growth. Okay, so basically trimming the ends and learning about the porosity does help the body of the hair, as well as the ends of the hair, which you do have to maintain that, because that'll be the oldest part of the hair. But you also can't forget about the head of the hair, the scalp, the root, the follicle. How do we nourish that? We nourish that with good eating habits, clearly. Taking supplements, consuming water, guys. Angels, we got to learn to consume that 1 gallon of water. I know it may sound like, oh my God, but work your way up to it. You're not gonna just jump up and be able to drink a gallon of water. You got to build your way to that. The next thing, the lady in the video stated that she doesn't feel beautiful without her hair weaves. Well, one reason why her hair could not be growing is she doesn't know that you have to take breaks away from hair weave. You know, we love our wigs, we do. We love our wigs, we love our weaves, our tracks, hair, our bundles. Y'all see, I'm telling my age. Back in the day, we didn't call them bundles, we call them, that's track hair, honey. But we love our bundles, we love our wigs, we love all of that stuff. But natural hair, you have to give that stuff a break. You have to take that stuff out and let your scalp, your hair breathe. So back in the day, we used to say, go in there, get the grease so we can grease your scalp. But today we like to oil our scalps. But grease, oil, whatever, you got to you have to nourish the hair follicle as well as the skin, which is what the scalp is. You have to do it, because if you're not nourishing the follicle, it's a wrap. In the video, she continued to say that our hair doesn't grow But one thing that I've noticed about new naturals, especially when I was new, we used to think that we could just, do the regular conditioner and that was gonna get it. No. You have to get up and you got to deep condition naturally curly hair. If you do not want to have to deep condition, then there's no need for you to have any type of kink, coil, or curl. Naturally curly hair has to be deep conditioned. Me, I am deep conditioning and hot oil treatment once a week, every week. Learning to co-wash the hair versus shampooing the hair. Co-washing works a lot better. Granted, you're not gonna always co-wash, but definitely co-washing. Co-washing can be done either with a actual co-wash or just use some regular conditioner and co-wash your hair. When you start to do those things are adding a huge amount of hydration to the hair, which in return will result in length retention. In the video, she also stated that we don't look feminine with natural hair. That's a lie. Because I know y'all seen the photos at the beginning of this video. And be honest, not just the photos at the beginning of this video, I know y'all have seen pictures of me. My signature hairstyle, which in my opinion is the hairstyle that I feel looks the best on me, is a naturally kinky textured hair. And some people think it's a bun. It's not a bun, guys. I've had people come up to me in public talk, oh, I like your bun. It's not a bun. And I have to correct, no honey, this is not a bun. This is a Bantu knot. It's just a large Bantu knot that sits at the top of my head. So, and I feel like that particular hairstyle on myself looks elegant, looks beautiful. And what I like about it, it can be formal, it can be casual. It's like it can fit in different areas. So I don't have to just wear my hair like that for a certain time or a certain event. Y'all have seen me go to the gym with that hairstyle in and work out and be perfectly fine. Yeah, so that's that whole thing of we don't look good with we don't look good with natural what you say, we don't look feminine. That's no. We look feminine. We look wonderful. We look amazing. Like, to me, I don't know, like, what's more feminine than seeing a black girl who got some natural hair. Like, come on now. Get it together. Guys, another thing I wanted to touch on, and I thought of when I was listening to this, the video of the lady talking, Tracy Ellis Ross popped in my head. Because I remember looking at her on the TV show Girlfriends. And out of all of the girls that were on there, Tracy had Tracy is one of the OG naturals. Tracy is definitely one of the OG natural girls. And I remember seeing Tracy's hair and I remember just being like, I want some hair just like that. I remember just always thinking her hair was so beautiful, and she was so confident and bold. She did not care. She wore her natural hair, and I used to say, this hair is so beautiful. So shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross, aka Joan from Girlfriends. I don't know, she just popped in my head when I was listening to that, and I'm just like, there are so many beautiful women who have natural hair and who had natural hair before this whole natural hair thing even started. You know, like Tracy Ellis Ross was definitely a big trailblazer, because during that time when Girlfriends was on, all of the black girls was rocking perms, or the proper term, relaxer. hair weaves. It was all about the straight hair. And she had her her curly hair, and I was just like, oh my God. So guys, that's pretty much it. The lady in the video, I do hope and pray that she does get it together and stop the self-hate and realize that her hair is beautiful. Okay, angels, so that's my time. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me for another amazing Turban Tuesdays, guys, and I will see you again next week. Peace.
Follow Kaniswa on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.